So good evening, everyone. My name is Pinaki Laskar. So thank you very much for having me here, and I'm really happy to sharing this stage with all of you and eminent other speakers. So as a general AI scientist or researcher, I have 20 years of my learning on machine learning, computer vision, and artificial intelligence. So during the 20 years journey, I have seen how the technology has grown from zero or nation stage to the stage currently in a very business operations uh, things. Right now, if I am so what as a general intelligence I work on trying to build the emotional intelligence in a machine learning or a machine system. That means, so EPU are trying to make on the system where you can make an intelligence on a general purpose. Currently, what are the intelligence you have? Is it mostly on narrow or in a specific things? Or better if you say, as in a transformer mode, where it has a very specific way of doing work in a model of language or in a transformation. But what we are trying to do is the science between engineering and intelligence. So we call him AI thinking. So AI thinking in terms of general intelligence, why it is important, it has a 4 dimensions in it. The dimension 1 is all focused on a single field or a specialized on a field. If you go to the dimension 2, which is already working in multidisciplinary, which is a polymath state or polymath status. If you go for third dimensions, it is mostly hacking, from hacking to the principles. That means vertical thinking, which is mostly works on in terms of, as I said, mental model. If you go to 4 dimensions, 100 years back and 100 years future, and which is similar to a time. So these dimensions need to be adopted in a technology prospect. And in terms of emotions, we are trying to make for AI into applicable in the system. The empathy is tried to on it. So how I'm trying to build empathy in a chipset. There are 3 different stackers there that AI pyramid has. That first stack is called cognitive empathy, which is the understanding how a system works or how system understand it. Next is adaptability, like how it react on your reactions or how the reactions in the interactions. Number 3 is called semantic adaptability or semantic empathy, which is the physical reactions about your interactions. These are what is my core expertise, and I'm trying to build on this. Apart from that, what I am already built to current system, that how I have used machine learning things to driving the first autonomous car in the India, which was launched in 2016, and we have designed the first autonomous vehicle, which is self autopilot and doesn't have anything such as steering and thing. The photograph is not with me currently, but how we have started this in 2005. I have I am passionate about the remodeling or customization of my car, and this passionate 2005 we are discussing about this, that how it will be without the clutch, brake gear, and the side view mirror, and how you can develop it. In 2015, we don't know that we are the persons who used to do that. We will be doing that in the future. 2016, we have launched that. At that time, it was from India, there was no interactions on this autonomous technology. However, that technology is not in a stage of full autonomy, but somehow we got that interactions in terms of level 4 or a semi-autonomous mode, and we get into a venture with the different companies, which the first startup has started. Being a researcher, I have very less interactions with the business world, but that is where I have exposed from lab to live. And then across the world that interactions came, the design was a very different type of design which we made in that type, very limited resources, and how a passion project become a business model later on. Similarly for the music, I love music, but I have never had chance to learn music in my life. But what I did, I know coding. I'm trying to create music on code. 2018, I first launched in India again a music composer, which is created by a AI agent, and simply coding the music theory and training on the Western music, and that this development has really got all the market in terms of media and advertising. And this time, as I said, melody and the classical was not there. We couldn't develop that part. But if you see now in current state, that was already been developed in terms of music. So similarly for every stock, credit, and these are the things which we made one model. These are all engine and model. It is not a product. Somehow these models we have acquired by the other companies, or we have a tie-up of different companies and different occasions in 2016, 17, 18, 19. In 4 or 5 years, we have a lot of ventures in business, and we prosper to a different business level. Being a researcher and a research unit, we have a very struggling time before 2014-15, and after this launch, we are really get into the in the league of business world, basically. So what I personally think that if you see the innovations are a term everybody talks about, right? So what we personally think, or I personally believe in the innovation, we take it in a first principle thinking and backed by physics and executed by mathematics. This is what the innovations means to us, and we follow this path from day one, and for each and every product till date, we have established our own step in every aspect of the AI part. I am completely an AI guy in terms of research and everything, but in sustainability part, I will tell you something on terms of how AI or sustainability is coming to this. Our all projects are based on edge computing. What is edge computing? That means you have to understand that edge computing means which is based on your devices, not on the cloud, which is not in the third party. So why? Because we do support ESG initiative. If you are doing a cloud processing, where the classical process of CPU, GPU, it takes humongous energy, and in terms of petaflops, that is the energy a GPU takes. And or the alternative, what is generating huge heat, and that heat transferred to carbon emissions, or the carbon footprint is very high. If you see the ChatGPT itself uses 15% of the energy of the US itself, only applications. So when you are using any of the AI applications, if you are talking about sustainability, then you have to be very responsible how you are using the energy to actual real life applications. Currently, what the applications AI has, it is all our virtual world, not in a physical world, but in coming days, then physical world, we are getting the physical AI in terms of humanoids, in terms of robots, and that will come where you will get real interactions between a AI and human being. That is still not yet started in 2030 around. We will be able to get into the real interactions with AI, and then you think that the implementations of sustainability as well ESG initiative will be more talking about what currently we are talking in that prospect. We want to see that we use our architecture is called imagination to augmented agent. This architecture is all about deep mind, which we use in terms of all the models or engine we have developed. And coming to the next genome theory or the genome sequences we are trying, and then one example I'm trying to give you that if I'm trying to edit the mosquito gene so that he doesn't like human smell, so that the problem of mosquito can be omitted from the earth. So these are the next generation research we are started during the current process. Apart from that, in a sustainability mode, we have done for aeroponics, which I'm discussing in some boardroom before, that how aeroponics is taking through the agriculture or the climate change in a different different level. Though the climate change and the special topics, I don't have too much time to talk about. And but we are concluding. I'm concluding with a question that you already heard about the language model and intelligence. These are the word, but it's an open question to all of you: which come first, language or intelligence? So think about that, and you should understand what is the meaning of the language and intersections of language and intelligence. Thank you very much.